Hello everyone and welcome to another live from the workshop, and today I'm going to be making a 12th Doctor, but I'm going to be making the 12th Doctor as he appeared in Hell Bent. More specifically, this is the version with the waistcoat, because I found myself with one of these Connor Primeval waistcoats spare and left over. So I was thinking about what I could do with it, and I noticed how similar it was in shape and style to the one that Peter Capaldi wears in Hell Bent, specifically the open one. So what I've got here are random parts. Now, I say random parts. This actually used to be my Heaven Sent sort of burnt 12th Doctor, because I thought originally about updating that design, but I didn't want to waste a new head just doing it. So I thought, well, I'll change the custom completely, because I can use the parts from that custom to make another 12th Doctor custom as well. But I thought the Hell Bent one would certainly be one that was just a little bit more different. And again, it's another nice one that is a sort of coatless variant of the Doctor. So for this, I've got obviously parts of the 12th Doctor, the Primeval waistcoat, and then these are actually arms from a Castrovalva 5th Doctor figure. And the reason I've got these is just because it was just the easiest way to get the sleeves. It was easier than sculpting them. And the nice thing about these as well is because they're ball jointed, it means that they do fit into the body nice and easy. So first things first, actually, is going to be a very simple task of repainting the trousers. I did consider just taking the scuff marks off them that I put on there, but it was just overall easier to give them a quick repaint. So let's start there. And so here is my finished Hell Bent 12th Doctor. Now, this is normally where I'd say I'm very pleased with how this came out, but I have to admit this does have a few rough edges around it. Particularly things like around the belt area. It's a little bit off where you can see the gap in between the shirt, and even around the back where the shirt is the waistcoat doesn't reach right down to the back of the figure. Obviously the shirt's a little bit untucked up at the back, which stands out a little bit. It's a little bit rough around the shoulders as well. And obviously the other problem with these figures, particularly these 12th Doctor figures, is he does have a little bit of giraffe neck even once it's trimmed down. So it doesn't look quite right. And if I compare him to, I don't have, for example, let's bring in a standard First Doctor figure. Obviously you can see how much taller it really is as a figure, so that is still a little bit of a problem. I might go down and trim the legs a little bit later, but for now I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. It still looks the part, it still looks good, and it's also a great use of the Connor Primeval waistcoats, because for a long time I was thinking about how I would do this and how I would sculpt it, but it just, now that I found that I've got this one piece of waistcoat spare, and I know they're not exactly that difficult to get hold of, it's still something that I think works very well, and it's a very nice use of a spare 12th Doctor figure. I think the hardest part that people are probably going to find to get hold of would be the arms, but as I said, you know, it's not they're not difficult to get hold of, but the figures themselves can be a little bit rare, so it might be difficult in future for some people to get hold of them. But I think it's the best arms that would fit, certainly, but you could use other ones, but personally I would stick with those ones because they do look sort of the right shirt arms. But that brings to a close another live from the workshop. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot. Be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. I'm doing my very first figure animation and you can get involved. There is exclusive content and rewards for those who do so, and funding my Patreon in any way gets your name at the end of my videos. I salute you all, and I will see you in another video very soon.